Good morning from the small mountain town of Kruja here in Albania. Today I'm going to head down into the bazaar of the town here and have a look around that. I'm also going to have a look around the ruins of the castle, which is actually behind me as I'm speaking. I've been staying here a couple of nights now and I wanted to show you around the hotel very quickly because you are not going to believe the price that I paid for staying here. This is the Rooms Emiliano where I've been staying, and when they said it was close to the castle they were not kidding, because there is the castle, these incredible mountains behind the castle and the walls, the fortifications. The hotel itself is there and you can see the breakfast tables set up along the castle walls. That's where I'm having breakfast this morning. Yes, this is the lady that's, oh, can I, yeah, thank you very much, that's very kind. Just letting me see inside the ladies' living quarters, I guess. Incredible place. See the Albanian flag there. Looks like a little well here and some tables set out. Look at this, little fireplace. This must be for the winter. I'm guessing it gets snowy up here in the winter. Plenty of drinks here that you can buy. This is reception, I think. This is breakfast. Got some grapes that look really good, some tea, bread, and then a little assortment of dips, eggs, biscuits, cheese in there as well. Just before I check out and tell you how much this room has cost me, I thought I would just show you around briefly. This is the room itself. Shower room. Comes with a pretty decent shower and a fairly modern setup as well. Shampoo is included. You get a fridge, you can see down there, and then this cupboard has a load of blankets in if you need them. 2 single beds lined up along the wall. This room costs £15 sterling a night. So I've stayed here 2 nights, it's cost me £30. That's unreal. I couldn't believe it when I saw the deal. Just checked out of the hotel, Rooms Emiliano. Lady was really friendly throughout the entire stay. She said I could park my car there during the day so I could explore the castle and Krujë Bazaar, which is where I'm heading shortly. And I'm currently walking on the site of the castle. This castle was built around about 1500 years ago at the highest point in the town. You can see Kruje down there. What an incredible view. I'm about 500 meters, nearly 1900 feet above sea level. There's the Skanderbeg Museum. I'll tell you a little bit more about him shortly. He's a national hero. And this is a watchtower, part of the castle complex. So I'm going to take a stroll around some of these ruins and learn a little bit more about it. So I'm walking alongside now an old 15th century church, or the ruins of it I should say. Looking up, there's the rickety wooden steps leading up to the watchtower, made of what looks like stones and mortar, holding it all together. It's in pretty bad shape, as you would expect. It's very, very old. And then on my right here is the church that I was just saying, ruins of that, and inside something very interesting. Down here inside the church are the original frescoes. Now this church, it was saying on the sign, is from about the 15th century, but there was a church that already stood here and it was kind of rebuilt in the 15th century. I'm not sure if those frescoes are from the rebuilding project or whether they were here when the original church was actually built. I'm going to head now around the other side to take a look through this little secret entrance in the castle wall, one of the inner walls I should say. Come out here and we have more ruins. Looking down upon Kruja, and you certainly hear a lot about a guy named George Castroiti in this area, also known as Skanderbeg, and that's because in 1405 he was actually born here, and he is famous throughout the 1400s for assembling an army of about 3,000 soldiers and rebelling and defending these parts from the invading Ottoman Turks. He's certainly a hero for that. And I am still in the castle complex. It's a mixture of old and new. You can see a lot of these original walls here of the castle complex, and then some of the newer buildings that have been built inside. I mean, if you look up there, that roof is just basically a pile of tiles. It is fascinating to take a walk around it. And again, another building, not sure when this was built, but it is in horrific shape. Where I am now is just outside a Turkish bath. So the building right ahead of me there was built sometime between 1478 and 1490. Inside the building is changing rooms, toilets, and the Turkish bath itself. It is just incredible to see the actual castle walls as they were when they were built many centuries ago, with these lookout posts and areas, I would imagine, for defending the castle. There's a little secret hole in the wall here. Let's just go out there. There we go. Goodness, look at that. A great view if you're defending the castle and defending the town. You can see for tens of miles, maybe even more. In that direction somewhere is Tirana, the capital. Be heading there later on in my trip. I'm going to head back up now and show you the actual Skanderbeg Museum, a newer building inside the complex. See if I can get out of here. And I'm going to walk through a few of these old areas. Look at these steps heading up. This is definitely worth a visit, and this is free, by the way. You don't have to pay to get into the gardens. You only have to pay to get into the actual museum, which I may do yet, but I probably won't because I'm running low on time as usual, and I want to get into the town and do have a few other bits and pieces as well. The country of Albania is a majority Muslim country, mainly due to the 400 years of Ottoman Turk rule here in this region and in regions surrounding it. I just heard the call to prayer from the town below me, and as I was walking up to what I thought was a garden, it turns out that the castle had its own mosque that was built during the rule of the Ottoman Turks. In the late 1770s they built this mosque straight up ahead, and they used it to follow the Islamic faith. And on the left hand side here, before I go in, there is an olive tree. This was planted on the day of Skanderbeg's wedding over 500 years ago. So I'm going to head into the mosque and take a look. Shoes and hat off. Let's check it out. Here we go. My goodness, yes. You can see frescoes on the walls and on the dome itself. Looks like there are some, well, this must be the Quran, I would guess. Some cannons poised, ready to defend the castle. Albanian flag on my left, and then straight ahead is the Skanderbeg Museum itself. You can pay a small fee, I think a couple of euros, to get inside and have a look at some of the artifacts that are in there and go into some detail on the man's life. It is a very unique area. I've just left the castle behind. I'm now heading towards the bazaar, and just to finish off the story, Skanderbeg died in 1468. And then about 10 years later, the Ottoman Turks successfully invaded this region and ended up ruling here for the best part of 4 centuries. They have, over that time, really left their mark on the area, as you've seen with a lot of those mosques and a lot of the buildings that are built within the castle itself. So now I'm heading for my final part of the video, the Grand Bazaar here in Kruja. A bazaar, a marketplace that has been traditionally opened and closed every day for the last 400 odd years. This is the beginning, but a little bit further down the hill and we start entering the proper area of the bazaar. So this little alleyway is the bazaar, and it's full of merchants. It has been for hundreds of years, selling all kinds of ornaments, from touristy stuff to useful household objects. It is quite the tourist attraction. Lots of glass ornaments, copper, traditionally made rugs. There we go. Is that a rug?
Shawl.
A shawl? Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Very good, very nice.
Very good.
Come in.
What's
My shop, come in. Yeah. Come in.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
England.
England. Very
Yeah.
good, very nice.
From near Cambridge.
Cambridge?
Near London.
London.
Near London, but Cambridge is a little bit more
yes.
north.
No, Croydon. Croydon tourist.
Ah,
Croydon.
Croydon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hello.
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 Yeah.
It's
Kruja naturale.
oh, I see. That's a rug? Let's have a look. 60 euro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Minus. Euro. 55.
55 for today.
Yes.
For today's price.
Okay.
Okay.
Color and Jura.
Yeah, these are shawls.
Shawl, yes.
Shawl, yes.
In euro. Euro.
12 euro for a shawl. Yeah.
Euro.
Okay.
15 euro. 15.
15.
Yes.
15, yeah. It's thicker. Lunch today is served from the George W. Bush Bakery of Kruja. Let's see what treats I've got in here. So we have a slice of pizza and this locally made, I thought it was something like an apple turnover, but apparently it has nuts inside. It's very sweet, and a couple of cans of Fanta, and then I'm gonna head back into the bazaar. And right across the road there is the Skanderbeg statue, a local hero around these parts for the reasons that I explained earlier. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day on this video now, otherwise the video is gonna get too long, because my next challenge is to hike way up to the top of that mountain, Mount Kruja. somewhere there is a pathway that leads all the way to the top. It's going to take an hour and a half approximately to get there, but that's what I'm going to do. So join me in the next video if you want to join me on that hike. In the meantime, thanks for watching this one, and stay tuned, plenty more to come from Albania.